I think we need to start with the most important story of the day, and that is the Benghazi thing. Tonight is...
Yes.
Okay.
For the record.
For the record. And tonight is a big, another shoe to fall. I mean, this Benghazi thing is over. It's over now.
It's amazing what not only we discovered, but what Judicial Watch released yesterday, which shows that the entire video was concocted by the White House. The CIA is on record as saying, no, that's not what happened. White House constructed it.
And now yesterday, and what's amazing is, if I'm not mistaken, the person who wrote the memo that said, we're going for this video, it's not about, don't make it about anything else because it'll look like it's our failed policies. So go after that. Exactly what everyone said, anybody who had any courage, said was the scenario. And it was Rhodes that did it, right?
Right.
His brother?
David, CBS president, CBS News.
President of CBS News, isn't that interesting? Oh, and who did they just fire? Or who just left there?
Cheryl left.
Because they were bearing her stories about?
Bearing and squashing, yes.
Benghazi. Amazing. Amazing.
I just want to remind everyone, think of what Hillary Clinton did. She was on the tarmac with the victims of this attack and said to them, we're going to get the person who did this video.
As she hugged the father, we're going to get
and they knew, yeah. And they knew, but think of the stones it takes to do that to that family when you know.
But what you see, and for the record tonight, is they were covering up a major, major, horrible foreign policy where they had literally switched sides and were now joining the enemy.
Yeah.
And no, they knew it. They knew exactly what they were doing.
I haven't seen it. Wilson wrote me last night. He said, Glenn, this is why you started The Blaze. He said, tonight's episode is why you started The Blaze.
What our team did is they started looking, and we just kept moving the calendar back and moving it back and pulling the string and finding that, again, I mean, this whole scenario began 18 months at least prior to Benghazi.
But you have the goods tonight on the guns too, right?
We do. In fact, we talked to a professional gun runner recognized by the State Department who was responsible for actually setting up the system to get the guns from Qatar into Libya and beyond.
That's exactly what we said.
Right.
3 days in, that's exactly what we said.
Will the media press the Obama administration on the mission to recover weapons in Libya? I mean, can you imagine a scandal that if it were to come out that Obama supplied the terrorists, our enemies, with weapons to attack and kill our own embassy and ambassador?
And what you'll hear tonight is he'll say, they brought me in. He said, I'm a registered arms dealer. And they had me set the whole thing up and then said, okay, good, go away. Go away. We'll take it from here. And the reason behind that is because he said, everything I do is traceable. Everything. He said, so there'd be a paper trail and everything else, which they obviously did not want. He said, so they took my creation and they turned it over to the CIA. And he said that was the only way, and it's called Operation Zero Footprint. They wanted no footprints.
We were all shocked that this was happening and couldn't believe it was happening. And it was after the March 24 intelligence document that was submitted and put forward. And then we watched, senior officials playing out their politics agenda on TV. And we were all essentially told to stand down and not do anything further. I was essentially told to drop it.
Yeah, we did an episode, I think it was just a couple of days after, like you said, where you laid out that theory because there were dots to connect. There was the story from the New York Times about the the Libyan ship and all that, and what you connected that day is pretty much confirmed exactly by this report tonight.
And forget about anybody saying we were right. Nobody's going to report on any of this, are they?
The only thing I'm hopeful of is there's so much sort of coming out now. The Judicial Watch papers, Fox.
Does anybody care? I saw Krauthammer yesterday say, this is it. This is it.
Yeah.
We know proof positive now. They were lying about that. We now have them running guns. We now have that piece in. So we know exactly what happened. Exactly. Nobody's going to care.
That's
Nothing's
possible.
going to happen.
That's possible. I do
The
think,
person who said, "What difference does it make?" is going to run for president.
right.